Alright, let's start with the entire Mac installation. Firstly, we need to install Java. So go to the site java.com/download and simply click on Download Java. Open the folder and click on Setup. Now, click on Open followed by Install. Give your password and click on OK. Let's wait for it to install. It's just gonna take a few seconds. And it's installed. So now let's click on Close. Next, I'm gonna open the Flutter Mac installation docs, and as you can see, it says that if you are using Apple Silicon Mac, then you must run the following command. If you're not using Apple Silicon, then you don't need to run it. So now I'm gonna copy this line, open the terminal, paste the command, and press enter. Let me also put the password and press enter once more. Once it's done, we just need to wait for it to install. And it's done. I'm gonna open the docs again, and the next step will be to download the Flutter SDK. Remember that you need to select the Flutter SDK based on your processor and click on one of the buttons to download it. Now that it's done, open your downloads folder and then expand the file. In the docs, you can see that they tell us to create a specific folder called Development, where we need to store the Flutter SDK. So let's open the terminal and run the command to check if we already have a folder called Development or not. And as you can see, there ain't any development folder. So let's create one. To do it, let us open our home folder first by typing open Dart and press enter. I'm going to create a new folder now and name it development. In the terminal, let's change the directory to development. So let's copy the above command and run it again. Finally, I'm going to drag the Flutter folder which we expanded and I'm going to put it in the development folder. And we are done. Alright, so let's download Android Studio now. You can search Google for download Android Studio and you're going to get this download link. Now what you need to do is simply click on Download Android Studio button, scroll all the way down to check the terms and conditions, and then click on Mac with your chipset to download the Android Studio. Of course, it's going to take a few seconds. Open it and drag Android Studio into the Applications folder. Now go to the Applications and run Android Studio. The next thing that needs to be done is to download and install the Flutter plugin. As you can see, I have already installed it, but you just have to click on install if you still haven't done it yet. Also, install the Dart plugin if it prompts you. Let's go ahead and create a new Flutter project. And as you can see, the Flutter part has already been put here. Now click on Next, give it a name, and that's it. We have created the project and it has a sample code. If you want to run your app on Android emulator, go to Tools, select Device Manager and click on Create Device. You can choose any device you want and then keep clicking Next till you create it. Once you're done, it's gonna show up over here. Let's refresh the devices now. Select the option Open Android Emulator and then wait for the emulator to open up. We're gonna run the app now. So make sure that the device is selected and then click on the Run button here. Wait for a few seconds for the app to load. And voila! We have successfully run this app. If you want to run your apps on iOS simulators, you need to install Xcode. So to do it, open developers.apple.com/download/all and click on Xcode. and wait for it to download. Once it's downloaded, open the file and wait for it to expand. It will take a few seconds. And it's done. So now we're going to drag this file to the application folder. Let's run it. And congratulations, you have successfully installed Xcode. At this point, let's install Firebase for Mac. To do that, first we need to install Node.js. So let's start for Node.js on Google and then click on Download Node.js website. Click on 64 ARM64 and wait for it to download. Open the file and click on Continue. Click on Continue once again, agree to the terms, click on Install and give your password. Then click on Install Software. After installing it, you can close the tab. When you open your terminal and write node-v, you can see that the version ID appears and it means that it's properly installed. npm is also here. It's time to install Firebase. So type npm install Firebase. It's gonna take a few seconds. And it's done. Now we can start coding.